So, do we remember when Tom Brady was suspended for 4 football games in the NFL for possibly knowing about the deflation of footballs in an NFL game, in the AFC Championship game against the Colts? Do we remember that? Aaron Rodgers has been in the news lately because of how he tested positive for COVID, how he said he was immunized at the beginning of the season, which was kind of throwing off a red flag, like later, like immunized but not saying vaccinated. But so he continued to proceed with, what's the word I'm looking for? Proceed with like doing stuff at the facility as if he wasn't vaccinated. Now, reports were saying that he was doing it and he was acting like as if he was not vaccinated, and that he was proceeding that he was vaccinated, if that makes sense. He was doing stuff like he wasn't vaccinated, but there were still some things that he was doing as if he was vaccinated. Like Carson Wentz, for example. He's not vaccinated. So at the end of the game, or on the sidelines or whatever, you do see him wearing a mask as he's approaching people. That's part of the protocol. It's in place. It's obvious he's not vaccinated, right? So the NFL had to do an investigation, figure out what was going on with Aaron Rodgers. They had to figure out what's he violated, what's he done, was he truthful, was he honest this whole time? And it's clear that he wasn't fully honest. That he was just, that I don't know what he did as far as, like, apparently he was, I don't know, seeing somebody to get his body ready. Apparently the stuff that is in the vaccine, as he claims, can give him an allergic reaction or do something severe to his health. That's fine. No one's saying no one's forcing you to get the vaccine. I get people want to have their politics about that, but that's them. I'm not going into that. The NFL never has once forced a player to get the vaccine. They have not done that. They have put protocols in place and they have put rules in place. Hey, if you do this, you get a vaccine. Like, you violate, if you violate the rules, you violate this, you don't get vaccinated, and you proceed as if you are vaccinated, you don't follow protocols, you get a fine, right? I think there was a player on the Buffalo Bills or somewhere where the facility of the cameras, whatever, caught him not wearing a mask, not doing certain protocols because he wasn't vaccinated. He was fined. What did he do? He went and got vaccinated. He's kind of like, hey, I need this job. So my thing is also this. They are like, Aaron Rodgers was fined $14,600. Okay. And I guess he attended like a Halloween party or something, and he wasn't vaccinated, he wasn't wearing a mask, and that's against protocol. How come something so severe in today's world is a problem, but the punishment doesn't fit the crime? Right? Acting as if you are vaccinated in today's world, with COVID still going on, not going away, probably won't go away at all, but until we can get a full grasp on it, there's stuff that we have to put in place. So because we don't have a good grasp on this, and you choose not to be vaccinated, but you in some situations act like you are, how come punishment doesn't fit the crime? How come Tom Brady, and it's just, I'm bringing up that one because it's like the stupid punishments we see in the NFL, like nothing ever adds up correctly. Tom Brady was suspended 4 games for possibly knowing about a deflated football. Okay, let me tell you right now, I'm a Colts fan. Even if he knew, and even if he was found guilty and he so knew about all that whole deflated football stuff, they could have been playing with a beach ball and still beat the brakes off the Colts. Like, do you remember too? the first half was allegedly the deflated football, and the second half they had fixed the problem, and they actually beat the Colts more in the second half than the first. So what was solved? Nothing. Back to the point, though, of a 4-game suspension for that, but a $14,000 fine for risking the health of other players and not acting as if, and not actually doing what you're supposed to be doing and saying what you're saying. $14,000 fine is nothing. There is a player, and I don't know if this is, to some people this is on the same level or not. I consider it on the same level. There is a hockey player, I think it's Evander Kane. He plays for the San Jose Sharks. He was suspended 25 games, for faking a vaccination card. That's a big deal. Do I think Aaron Rodgers should be suspended for 25 games? No, that's obviously different because the NHL has more games. I get that. But acting and trying to fake your way around this vaccine isn't possible. Like, is a crime. It's something that's like, you can't fake this. Just either you're vaccinated or you're not. And if you're not vaccinated, the NFL has protocols in place that you need to follow. So why is Aaron Rodgers getting a $14,000 fine, which to him is like a quarter, like giving them a quarter, because $14,000 is nothing to him. Okay? Why is he getting that fine and not getting a suspension? Is it because he already missed a game because of COVID? That's bull. That's because of his health. He missed it because of health, not because it was a choice to miss it. He had to miss it. So I don't agree. I think that a suspension needs to be put in place for this. It's horrible that we look and say this doesn't equal what Brady did. Like, is that what we're trying to say? Lying about the health doesn't equal a deflated football possibly being known? Is that what we're saying today? Like I just don't get it. And it blows my mind that the NFL has to proceed like this. That he's not vaccinated. He basically lied about it, about him being vaccinated or whatever it is, acted as if he wasn't, and he thought what he did was good enough. No, dude. It's not. If the protocols in the NFL say you have to be vaccinated in order to do this, this, and that, and you're not, then you can only do this, this, and that, and you choose not to do that, that's uncalled for. And I know there's so many conspiracy theorists and so many YouTube doctors out there, so many Facebook doctors, whatever. But I'm telling you right now, there's a protocol in place, you follow it. And if you don't follow it, you should get suspended because you're screwing up your team, you're risking the health of other people, and it's horrible and disrespectful, and I can't stand any of it.